Well, at first, it didn't seem like a scam.
But there is another one to tell you about now, and it's targeting people who want to make some extra money. Good evening once again to you. Thanks for joining us here at 9 on the Z. I'm David Oliver. One Springfield man is now hoping to make sure no one else falls prey to scammers like he almost did. In a Color 10 News investigation here at 9, Madison Heaver has a closer look at what happened to this man and also more on what you can do to avoid falling into a trap yourself. Madison.
Yeah, David, this man I spoke to, he said he almost lost over $25,000 in this scam. Now, he says he wants to tell his story so other people don't make the same mistake he did.
I got an email asking me if I wanted to be a mystery shopper.
Darren Koger from Springfield says he's glad he caught the scam before it left him losing thousands of dollars.
I thought I could make a little extra money.
He received an email to be a mystery shopper. It's someone that a company will hire to see if its employees are providing the best service or quality of products. Koger signed up to be a mystery shopper for a company he thought was Walmart. After he got an email about the gig, he received something in the mail.
And I didn't think anything of it, and then 2 days later, FedEx came and dropped this off. And I opened it up, and I started reading it, and of course there's this check in it for $2,600.
After looking more into it, we found some discrepancies. On the check Koger received, the investment company BNY Mellon, based in Massachusetts, is spelled incorrectly. Also on the envelope that was delivered, the return address is an HVAC company in Tennessee, but the website of that HVAC company says it's based in O'Fallon, Missouri. The Better Business Bureau is warning people about scams like these. The BBB says to be aware of fake ads, to make sure you research the source or company, and to know that legitimate opportunities are free and that you shouldn't have to pay a company to work for them.
I just don't want any senior citizens or somebody that's on a fixed income to get this in the mail and actually do this, because in the end you're going to owe your bank this money.
Now, Koger and the BBB all want to let everyone know to be careful of clicking on emails and ads. If it seems fishy, it probably is. David?
Madison Heaver, thanks. We have some other tips to help you avoid being caught up in one of these scams yourself. They say you should avoid doing business with promoters who advertise in help-wanted sections or by direct email. You should also be wary of joining a business that requires payment or charges fees. If you suspect a mystery shopper scam, report it to the Federal Trade Commission, the Attorney General's Office, or the Better Business Bureau's Scam Tracker.